Hello and welcome to Golden Lion Tarot. Today we will be doing a 3-pile pick a card reading, all on the topic of how others perceive you versus how you perceive yourself. And in this reading, I will be using a few different decks. I will be using the Spellcasters Tarot, the Sun and Moon Tarot, and Osho Zen Tarot, the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, Life Purpose Oracle, Moonology Oracle, Earth Magic Oracle, and the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. All right, so if you want to take a moment to zone in, meditate, clear your mind, and get tuned in to the vibration of this reading, now would be a great time to do that. And the first pile will be presented by this gorgeous Chrysocolla crystal. This is, Chrysocolla is made up of malachite and azurite. Forms really amazing, magical feeling to this crystal. Pile number 2 is this selenite pyramid. So amazing. I guess these crystals, you cannot get wet. Oh, we got the sticker on that one still. I guess we'll take that one off later. They're so amazing how they shine like that. Polished. And then pile number 3, we've got this jade. Green mossy look with white. Another pyramid. All right, so now would be a great time, if you haven't already, to pause the recording and meditate on your pile to see which pile resonates the best with your energy. And as I've said before, I like to go ahead and feel each pile. I connect it to my energy body. I do this by connecting it to my sacral chakra, my heart chakra, and my third eye, and then I blend my auric field with the energy of the cards. And if my heart feels open to one pile, then that is the pile that I choose for myself. If my heart feels resonance and openness toward 2 piles, then I choose 2 piles for myself. And if my heart feels resonance and openness toward all 3 piles, then that means that all 3 piles are for you. All right, so now I'm going to just remove piles 2 and 3, and we will get started on pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1. You chose this Chrysocolla. I'll just set it down over here. Okay, so now we've got the Moonology deck. And the first 2 cards I chose for your overall energy. And you've got the energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. It's gorgeous. This card just brought a sense of overwhelming calm and peace to me. Just imagining that I am there overlooking this mountainous range. All right, we also got Dragonfly Emergence. So this is, both of these cards are gaining momentum. Both of them. This one's about emerging, and the other one's about emerging as well. Becoming aware, becoming something, becoming, you are in a state of becoming. All right, so the next card we have is Truth. Number 20. So you are becoming aware of truth. And we've got Speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. So must be you're really good at speaking. So your life purpose involves speaking. That's beautiful. And then we've got the Nine of Pentacles. This is how you perceive yourself. These are things that you already know about yourself. So I'm going to do the top portion is what you believe yourself to be, and the bottom portion is what others believe you to be. And then we've got the Three of Pentacles. So you believe you are good at collaborating and coming together and teaching. All right, others believe you to be, okay, now we're going to do this section for others. Perception of you, we've got number 5, emotional loss. So could be some of you out there have recently had an emotional loss, something painful to your heart. And we've got yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. Okay, so pile number 1. Others believe that, or see you as being healthy, maybe. Okay, let's get the rest of the cards. We also have the Hanged Man. I dropped them, sorry. Number 12. Others see you. And then we've got Judgment. Number 20 in the tarot. All right. So I see that with your overall energy, this is really like, these cards like go together, and it shows me that you're probably very like psychically aware. You're in a state of becoming, and I believe that everyone around you, at least the close people around you, the people that you really associate yourself with, are fully aware that you're in this state of becoming, and you know that you are seeking truth, and that is why you are becoming. So the reason that you're becoming is because you are a truth seeker, and you are on the journey of awakening. There's no doubt about that. You believe yourself to be seeking truth, emerging, becoming wiser every day, and you are sharing what you have learned. You aren't afraid to open your mouth when you feel comfortable. You feel that you have gained enough wisdom in order to be able to speak truths. Truths are what's most important to you. I think that you aren't afraid to change your mind. How some people are very rigid and they believe that this is the truth. I don't see you being afraid to change your mind when you find a better truth. I see that you aren't afraid to change your truth because you are constantly seeking truth, constantly growing and becoming. The Nine of Pentacles shows me that you have a lot of comforts in your life, and you know this, and you feel that just very comfortable, and because you're so comfortable, that also gives you an opportunity to share and to give with the rest of your probably close friends and family. I feel that okay, so what the cards are showing me down here is that you have probably found your truth or becoming a different person because you have suffered something. I feel that your emotional loss and what you have suffered is serious. Like, it's very noticeable to the people around you. They probably don't know how you keep going at sometimes. There's probably times that they admire how strong you are because they can see the loss that you've suffered in your life. They think that you've grown because of either keeping your body fit. They see you keeping your body fit or keeping yourself in tuned with exercising or yoga. They just see you, they think that you take really good care of your body. But they also might think that you're kind of dreamy or like off in other dimensions at times. Possibly they think that you could be a little like, I don't want to say airheaded because I don't think you're airheaded. I just think that other people see you as not being in the same realm that they are in at times. They probably see that you take really good care of yourself, but that there's an element of you that isn't always with them, mentally speaking. That you might be just like drifting off into other dimensions, possibly like you're a laid back type of person and you just kind of go with the flow. And but people see you like getting things done, and people see, but I don't think that you're in a hurry to go anywhere. People see you like becoming something great and they're not really sure what it is. They see you like becoming something, like, and they can feel it every time, and they love when you come around because you bring like an element of laid back, but it's truthful, and they know you're taking really good care of yourself, probably better than you've ever taken care of yourself in your lifetime, because you're constantly becoming different. So they know that you have found some sort of truth, but they don't really know that it's the truth. They know that you have found something, and most likely they think it's because you have found a better way to take care of yourself, and that's why you're so happy. Hold on, I'm cat sitting, and the cats wanted to come in. I was gonna shut them out, but they're pawing at the door. I'm cat sitting for my daughter, and also my cat is here, so they might jump in. You might hear them. All right, so I believe that your family probably thinks that you're really easygoing and carefree, and that you don't really like get hung up on things that aren't significant. I think that you would just like let something go if it wasn't super important. Meaning if like you get a bump in the road, or like if you get a flat tire on the way to a family event, I think that you wouldn't let it ruin your day, whereas somebody else would. I think you would just get to the party late, and probably you get to the parties late quite a bit. But I think if you had a reason this time to get into the party late, that you would deliver the message in a really laid back, calm explanation. I think that your family and friends believe that you are just kind of a dreamer, and you like to hang out and relax, and maybe if like, because you're a truth seeker and you're really good at speaking, like you always like have a really easy way of like explaining yourself, and you have a lot of comforts around you. And I think that your style is more of a laid back kind of look. It looks like you have the means to take care of yourself. And I think that you're trying to share your ideas with your friends and family. You're trying to show them how you've become so easy going and laid back. I don't know if your family realizes and your friends realize that you're teaching them as you go. It's kind of like you're tricking them. It's almost like, oh, I just taught my mother a lesson, but she had no idea I was teaching her a lesson. I think that's what happens to you quite a bit. You just kind of intermingle the lesson into the moment, like, so smoothly, because you're really good at speaking, and you know you're good at speaking, and everyone around you must know it as well. They know you're so good at speaking that they don't even, like, it doesn't faze them. They know when you're around, you're just going to make things smoother with your voice, with your ways. I think that you probably have gone to college, and if not, you're really good at studying and finding things, finding out about a subject that's important to you. But I also think that you're probably the type of person that if you went to college, maybe you didn't use your degree because you're always becoming something new. Or if you did use your degree, maybe you didn't find an end-all be-all type of job afterward. I feel that you give off like a heavenly, angelic vibe. But it's like super relaxed. People just see you kind of like zoned into your own world. That's because you're connected to the higher realms. I think you probably like to use your hands when you speak. And that sometimes you just like, you say whatever comes to your mind, because whatever comes to your mind is usually like organized by your spirit guides. So whatever flows out is just natural and easy. And it's always the right thing to say. I feel like you don't hold strict plans. If you have plans, that they're easily broken if something else comes up, because you're so go with the flow. You probably really enjoy being out in nature. I think that you find a lot of peace in nature, and probably love animals too, to some degree, somehow. If you don't own animals, you appreciate them out in the wilderness. Some people don't appreciate animals, but you do. I think the emotional loss that you've experienced is something that really connects you to other people, because they feel like you probably have had an easier time at things with your life, so that emotional loss that you definitely have had kind of connects you to others, because other people seem to struggle more than you, or else they feel that they're struggling more than you are. Oh, that's my water kitty. So I think that other people see you going through life fairly easy, as they may have more bumps in the road than you. Though that's not true. You've definitely had just as many bumps as other people. This is the kitty I'm babysitting. So you've definitely had as many bumps as other people have had. It's just you manage to flow through life easily and harmoniously. You don't complain too much. And that's what you're becoming, or you already are, and you're moving into even higher things, because you're constantly seeking higher truth. You're constantly looking at yourself and weighing out who you are and what comes next. In every moment, you're the best person that you can be. It's really beautiful. That's a really beautiful card. You look to your guides for support. You can feel your guides. And because you can feel your guides, other people around you just feel that easy, relaxed, dreamy feeling, and they just don't know what it is, but it feels magical. You feel magical. You bring a sense of peace and harmony to every situation that you are in. Other people might see you as kind of a loner at times because you're so caught up in being love and being what you're becoming. I think you really enjoy relaxing and just talking with other people. You really find a lot of happiness in teaching what you have found, and really like strategic, and they just come to you, just these teachings come to you out of nowhere, and that's, you know, that it's because you work so closely with your guides and angels. It's like you're a walking like teacher. No matter where you go, you're learning and teaching. It's really beautiful. It's a really beautiful light worker. It's been a pleasure to read for you, pile number 1. It's been a pleasure to tap into your energy and feel how beautiful you are. I think you've gone through so many different phases, and that's why you're such a beautiful teacher, because you can relate to the different sides of people, and everybody knows that. Like, people feel like that you're an authentic person. They can feel your authenticity, and it opens them up somehow. You can feel people's emotional depth, and when you feel that somebody's a deep person, then that's normally who you want to talk to. Your heart opens when you're able to teach. I feel like it lights a fire underneath you. It helps you to expand and find more truth. I feel like your way of learning a new concept is by teaching the old one, and it's the stationary one at the time that you believe in, but as you teach that one, then you're able to move up the ladder into a new teaching. I think it's really important for you to stay aligned with your higher self. And I believe you know when not to go to an event if you're not feeling up to it. And so people always get your best. And if you're not at your best, you do all you can do to give that what you can give. All right, pile number 1. Thank you for joining this reading, and I would ask you to like and subscribe and leave me a comment to help support Golden Lion Tarot videos. It will also help me to make more videos for you. I appreciate all of your energy and all that you have done in supporting me this far. Thank you, guys. All right, pile number 1. Or excuse me, pile number 2. Oh, you know what? I think I did that out of order. Let me grab the other one. All right. Pile number 2 was the selenite. If my memory serves correctly. Okay, I don't want to take them out of order on you. Okay, so pile number 2, you chose the selenite. The gorgeous selenite pyramid with the $5 sticker on it. That must have been bought quite a while ago. Actually, it was. It's a good price. I do like leaving the price tags on them sometimes. Okay, so let's get into your reading, pile number 2. For your overall energy, I've got full moon in Gemini. So the answers that you need are coming. Special message. The answers that you need are coming. And then we've got, wow, love, compassion. That's gorgeous. All right, so we've got Gemini energy and the energy of love and compassion. I guess I need to bring that more into focus. Okay, so for the top pile, I'm going to be talking about, or the top line here, I'm going to be doing how you feel, how you perceive yourself. And we've got number 15, temptation. Three of Cups. Collaborating, having fun, enjoying the company of others. Knight of Pentacles. Being the highest element of the Pentacles. Then for others, we've got the base chakra. Breathe that into your base chakra, pile 2. Clean it out and put it on a high vibration. And then we've got the Four of Pentacles. All about keeping safe your belongings. Then we've got, ooh, the Heartbreaker card, the Three of Swords. And that looks like a very graphic heart. I've sensed pain in that card. A lot of pain. Okay. So, I feel that let's see, I feel that you are probably a very strong person. And people see how strong you are with these two cards. I mean, I feel like you're a passionate, strong person, and people don't know not to mess around with you. That you're stable, you're strong, you know what you want, and you're going to always stand up for what is right and what it is that you do want. All right, I also see that with the full moon in Gemini, that you tend to be taking care of this, taking care of this, taking care of this, taking care of that, and this, and bringing it all together and just letting it smooth out and to become the day. I feel like you're really good at working hard and bringing all elements needed to bring the final touch on things. You probably don't leave unfinished products or unfinished jobs around the house. You probably complete each jobs when you start them. I feel like you definitely bring a sense of stability to everyone's day, because people see that this is what people see of you, and people see that you are super strong and stable and able to complete projects. I see that you believe yourself to be able to walk away from temptations. Could be you've overcome bad addictions, could be anything, could be smoking cigarettes or anything that you believe is a bad addiction. I think that you have the strength to overcome those things, and you most likely have. And that's one of the places that you get your strength from, is knowing that you have the ability to overcome temptations. You know this about yourself and you respect yourself for this, and that's awesome. You also believe that you are really good at bringing people together and having fun with them. I believe that your emotions are able to sync up with others easily, and you're able to put smiles on people's faces because you can feel where they are and the joy that they need next into your life, into their lives. I also see that you appear to be very well off and very prosperous and secure. I just see a lot of security. And I also see that you know how to, people believe that you know how to keep your wealth safe, and that you know how to keep your home life safe, and all of your possessions you keep safe. But I also see that you are a heartbreaker. There must be people out there that really still crying tears for you, still howling at the moon over their sadness of losing you. I think that you probably came in and brought this serious stability, serious fire, serious love, serious. You're like you're like a force to be reckoned with. And you brought this light into someone's life, and then when you took it out, they just felt that they had nothing. But I see that you have a lot of love and compassion. That's your overall energy. So you probably you probably feel bad for hurting anybody that you've ever hurt. It probably saddens you still knowing that this person is sad over you. I feel that you probably like take good care of your body also and work out, and so you're probably very sexy, and other people see you as sexy, and that doesn't help that they were super attracted to you as well. Somebody thinks you're very sexy. Somebody thinks you got it going on. I believe that you also probably have a good amount of energy, maybe more than most. Or if you don't, you still get things done. You find a way to get things done, and that's also really attractive. The way you work and the way you get things done is super attractive. People are envious of the way that you get things done and the way that you keep everything together. They see that you do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and that it all just stays secure somehow. I think it stays secure because you're all over the place. I think that you're also really like compassionate and ready to lend a helping hand to anybody that may need it. I think that you're ready and willing and able. Even if you're not able, you still find a way to help somebody. You direct them to someone else if you cannot help them. I believe that you find a way to never let someone down if they're in your presence, and that's how people see you. And I believe that you know this about yourself, and if you don't, I feel that sometimes you're too critical of yourself. That could be one way that you see yourself differently than other people. I think there's times that you feel inadequate, and other people don't see that at all. They just see someone that's fierce and secure and able to just like slap out the days like no problem at all, just like a machine almost. I feel that you're like a take charge, no problem getting your hands dirty kind of a person. Like if something needs to be done and yeah, I don't think that you're someone that's gonna be like, oh, I can't do that. I might chip a nail. I believe that you would just get your hands in there, get dirty if that's what needed to be done to get the job done. Yeah, afterward you might be like, oh, I broke a nail. Or you might not care at all, but you don't you don't see your nails as a problem or a restriction on you getting a job done. I believe that you are really good at building things, really good at like you could actually be good at building things like being creative in the arts of building, creating, designing homes or designing anything to that effect, because I feel like you are a creative person, and building things brings you like a sense of accomplishment. Making things, creating things. I think that when you start something, you finish it, and so everybody would hope that you would be on their team. I feel like you would be the leader of a team, that you are a leader. I believe that at the end of the day, when you put your head down, that you have checked pretty much everything off of your checklist of what you wanted to do that day. And if something goes unchecked, that it gets moved to the next day and it will be completed. Yeah, I think that everybody appreciates you. And I think you're really good with your money. I don't think you spend your money frivolously at all. Let's get a couple more cards. Three of Cups. So I think you find a lot of excitement and building parties. Maybe you find a lot of excitement in bringing people together and providing like food or comforts of just celebrating life with one another. And I also think that you're not afraid to tell people what you believe, and they know it. I think that you are also a truth seeker, and maybe you say things, maybe possibly you say things before you hear all sides to things, because you just want to get something accomplished. So you'll be like, well, this is what I see you doing wrong over here, when maybe somebody wasn't expecting to hear what they're doing wrong, but you know that you're going to be able to bring happiness if you point out what somebody might be doing wrong. Okay, so I also see that you're not afraid to like also love and say a loving message to somebody else. If you're feeling that they're doing a good job, then I think that you would also tell them that, or lend a helping hand if somebody's not being supported emotionally. I think that you bring a lot of joy to this world by organizing and building a sense of community, a sense of happiness, a sense of like brotherhood or sisterhood. And I think that you're a great person, and I would want you on my team because you work harder than most people do. So I think that if your hair is probably done nicely, I think you don't leave the house without it looking right and being in place. So you're also probably quite attractive. So Okay, pile number 2. It's been a pleasure reading for you, and I will pick up the cards and get ready for pile number 3. So pile number 3. Okay, you chose the jade stone. The jade pyramid, I should say. I just love pyramids. Something about their shape. It's strong and stable, but yet it's got triangles on each side, 4 of them. So neat. Okay, so this is a reading on how others perceive you versus how you perceive yourself. And for the overall energy, I pulled 2 cards. You've got you. Oh, first, a beautiful message. You and your loved ones are safe. And we've got the energy of new moon in Cancer. Emotional, loving family energy. And then we've got clouds, shape-shifting. All right, then the top row here, I'm going to do how you perceive yourself. And the bottom row, I will do how others perceive you. All right, first card is number 2, movement, choices, decisions. Ooh, then we got the Empress, number 3 in the tarot. Looks like she is doing well in that picture. Under a beautiful sky, beautiful grasses. And then we've got the 5 of Pentacles. Not so happy energies there. Feeling maybe left out. All right, then for others' perception of you, we've got number 4, authority. Six of Cups. And then another 6. So 666, 6 of Wands. Celebration, everyone looking up to you. All right, so let's see. So I believe in your overall energy that you are very family oriented, that your family is the most important thing to you, that you give off motherly vibes, even if you are a masculine, that you protect and take care of the people that you love and that are around you, that people think of you whenever they have a problem, they believe that you will help them. People know that they're safe when they're around you. People appreciate you very much. And that you're also able to have different sides to you, that you've got shape-shifting. I almost want to read this message. Oh, I didn't do it for anyone else. Let's see if I can. I just want to, or some of it. Let's see. If I can find it. Do I have the right book? Yes. Well, I've got SH, so got Shaman. Would be after that. Nope, it's not. Well, strange as it is, I guess we might not read it. Unless I don't know how to use this book, which could possibly be. I don't always look up things. I thought it was in alphabetical order. Oh, it's under clouds. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. My bad. So you guys are probably all laughing at me right now. Because you can see that I can't see that I am reading it wrong. So the real name of this card is Clouds. So that's what I was supposed to look up, not shape-shifting. All right. When tiny droplets of water are frozen crystals are surrounded by billions of other droplets or crystals, a cloud is formed. Wow. So when tiny droplets of water, frozen crystals, are surrounded by billions of other droplets of crystals, a cloud is formed. Each of these tiny droplets diffuse and scatter light so that the tops of the clouds are white, then fade to gray toward the base. The nature of cloud formations affect our moods, as well as the temperature on the ground and in the air. Their shape, movement, and coloration tells us that what weather to expect in the near future, and they nourish our visual hunger during breathtaking sunrises and sunsets. Most of us have had an opportunity at one time or another to notice the shapes and forms of clouds that they take as they drift gently or boldly across the sky. Constantly shifting and changing, adjusting themselves to the requirements of their nature. When we take time to simply observe, we can see that cloud people, images that are an elegant collaboration between nature and our imagination. Oh, yes. Cloud beings are so cool. I love finding different beings in the clouds. In both subtle and more dramatic ways, you can shape-shift by your choice of clothing, hairstyle, adornments, and even mannerisms, such as facial expressions, gestures, and the way you walk. By adjusting these along your internal attitude, you can actually display different personas. When you experiment with these variations of self-expression that are not how you ordinarily present yourself, others will react to you depending on the degree in which your persona contrasts with the one they are most familiar with. Be like the clouds as you try out different forms. Stretching your limits at times, willing to move and adjust as necessary. Lift your head up, square your shoulders, and stand tall so that your chest and heart are open to the world. And then see how this feels. So I feel like people, seeing how they look to you with authority, people see that you have like different personas to you, but or also that you shapeshift to their personas. So say they're feeling blue one day, then you're gonna shapeshift yourself into being a listening ear, which is really awesome. It's like you can just go with the flow when people need you. I feel that and you do this, I feel like you change to people's different needs. It's like you shapeshift into whatever somebody needs from you. People see that you can move and that you can move and that you make different choices, and it's almost like you become a different person for depending on who you're with and what that person needs from you. They see you as like the empress, the nurturer, the one to go to, because you have it all. You can become anybody. You can be what other people need from you. Sometimes I think that you feel, and this is how you feel, but other people can feel this too, but sometimes you feel left out. Sometimes you feel that other people don't give that back to you. I feel that other people do look, I feel that that's sad at times though. And that can be lonely. That can be lonely. That you give so much and you're able to be whatever somebody else needs, to the point that people can always like rely on you emotionally, but you don't always have somebody to rely on in that way. But that makes you a leader, and that's just how it is for somebody in a authoritative state. They just, if you are the highest, then you have to be strong for your own self, because there isn't someone higher above you. But other people also see that you're the protector, and that whatever you say is going to be healing and effective for everyone else. You're always looking out for everyone else's needs. You stand tall and you stand up, and people always know that they can count on you. They feel safe around you. They feel protected. They feel that they can just, that you create good memories for them. I feel like every time that you're in a family setting or with close friends, that you're creating a nurturing, safe environment, and that people see this and people appreciate this, and everybody knows that you're so giving and so nurturing, and people just like, they know that their needs are going to be taken care of when they see you, so they can't help but be thankful when you come around. I feel that you're probably take good care of yourself, and you're healthy. You do your best to take care of yourself, because I feel like you don't have somebody taking care of you, that you have to take care of yourself. So you have to take time to really look at yourself and see what you need. And I think this is something that you've really grown into lately, knowing that you have to take care of yourself, and that you probably used to never take care of yourself. You just give so much that there was not there, that you just didn't have enough for yourself. And I think that nobody else saw this. They just figured you took care of yourself because you take care of everybody. But now you're standing up for yourself. And I mean, this is just done privately. Nobody really, people can feel once you take care of yourself, but they don't see how you take care of yourself. They just know that you do somehow. They just always thought you have, but now you feel different because you're taking care of yourself. So I feel that people think you're smart, and that you're pretty much good at managing life. I believe that you look healthy and you feel healthy. That's why you give such good advice. I believe that you will, if you don't understand something, you will go out and find it and research it. You will become whatever you need to become to fulfill a situation. You're probably really good at like learning, and because you're a leader, so I feel that you're really good at like learning and going out and being a student of life. You probably go to college or have gone to college to further your education, because you know that information is power. I believe that now that you're standing up for yourself, you feel more whole. Let's just see if the cards can give me anything else. I feel that people also love to have you on their team, because they know that you're going to take care of everyone's needs, even before your own, when you're with a crowd. So sometimes you just really need to go and be alone, because you can't always be everything to everyone. I think you need to go and take time to yourself, and you know this. I think you perceive this about yourself very strong, that you need time alone so that you can take care of yourself. Yeah. you see yourself as someone that needs time alone nowadays, and you need to just seclude yourself from the world because you cannot help but give. It's just your nature. It's who you are, and it's beautiful. It's like sometimes you wish that you weren't like that, but no, you don't. No, you don't, because it's your greatest feature, and it's gorgeous, and it's like heaven sent. It's what makes you so special. There's other things, of course, but this makes you so unique and special. It's really beautiful. Yeah. You tend to other people's needs. I just see you tending to everyone's needs. Tending, tending, tending. I feel that, like, you're constantly, like, you probably like to grow things, too. You probably like to nurture plants, nurture life, nurture children, nurture. And now that you're nurturing yourself, you're feeling complete. Because you knew you were a nurturer, you just didn't know that you needed to nurture yourself as well. You are a nurturer. That's what you are. So, so beautiful. But sometimes your nurturing can oppress you. Sometimes your nurturing can become too much because you have your, and you see this. This is something that you see. Other people don't see this. People just see you tending to all your different fires. Tending, tending, tending. But what you perceive yourself is overloaded and sometimes frustrated, and you see yourself as not being able to give like you want to give at times. And that's just because you have too many fires tended to the fire. You have too many fires going on at the same time. Sometimes it's best to put out a fire and just tend to maybe 3 or 4 fires at a time, or only one if that's all you can, if that's all your body feels that it can handle in that day. You just need to, I believe that you have figured this out, or you're learning this, and that you can be more effective if you have less fires going. But nonetheless, wherever you go and whenever you show your face, everyone's just going to feel your love, because in your heart and in your mind, you are always giving to whoever's standing next to you. I feel that if you give too much of yourself, then you feel depleted. So you need to also make yourself one of those fires that you're tending to. Oh, yep. So you're becoming psychic, and you knowing that you need to tend to yourself. So, and I feel like you also just like know what to do. You can feel who needs you and where to go. It's almost like when you walk into a room, you can feel who needs you the most, and you go to that person. You have like a psychic ability to feel people's emotional needs. That's awesome. Anything else? Yeah. So you're just like, you're always like riding in, saving someone's emotional needs in that day. But just, and other people, I think they see this of you, and they could take advantage of you, because they know that if they feel set, like a narcissist would latch onto somebody like this and just eat them up and just have problem after problem, and you could feel bad for them over and over again, to the point that you lose yourself. So you need to be careful of that, because someone sees you riding in on this white horse, just like saving the day, and people like attention. So somebody that doesn't have the beautiful heart and soul that you have, they could take advantage of somebody like you. And people just see you as a ball of love. So, but you're seeing that now, so you know that you need to stay away from people like that and give to people that also have loving hearts. So, I think you're really beautiful and you're delicate, and you're probably like, you've got like a really like pretty smile, and you just feel loving, and you just have this really gentle sense about you at times when you're helping others. But I do believe you have this really gentle side about you, and it's very inviting, and if we had 1,000 more people like you, then we'd be all set. So hopefully that's what's happening is, and in fact I think that is what happening. The way you give your emotional love to everyone else, I think is what happens, is it they get it from you, then they give it to others. So it's, you are doing like God's work, and it's really beautiful. And thank you for doing this work. It really needs to be applauded and appreciated, and I appreciate you. It's really beautiful. All right, pile number 3. It was a pleasure to read for you. And if you could please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment. I would greatly appreciate the support, and it helps me to better read for you in the future and sync to your energy and to understand my viewers more. All right, bye-bye.